part of the bowel actually comes out of your back passage.
It's embarrassing more than anything else because you're kind of leaving bits of your skin everywhere.
If I had one wish in our world, it would be my hair would go back.
Nestled in the French alpine village of Léger is a 5-star luxury spa where 7 Brits are hoping to overcome embarrassing health problems, be it extreme hair loss, unreliable bowels or unsightly skin, which have limited their lives and confidence. They're 9 days into a 2-week alternative body and mind overhaul, and on the 5th day of a week-long deep detox, which involves a nutrient-rich juice and broth fast, and twice daily enemas to cleanse and rebalance their systems.
If you treat a symptom with a drug, if you use, for example, a painkiller to take away the pain, all you've done is mask that symptom. You've not gone underneath the symptom, found out why it's there and helped to eradicate the cause of the symptom. And that's such a big lesson for people to learn. You've got to treat it from the inside out and you've got to get to the source of the problem. And the only way that I've found to help the body truly get back to good health is by detoxifying it.
Here, united by their suffering and increasingly persuaded of the merits of the holistic approach and the hitherto unknown enema, the detoxers no longer feel the need to hide. Indeed, their levels of openness have reached new heights.
Hello, I've saved mine for you.
The detox regime is now producing regular output of colon plaque, the term the therapists use to describe impacted fecal matter they believe can build up in an unhealthy colon. And when it puts in an appearance, sometimes it's a special moment worth sharing.
It makes me feel better actually because I thought mine was like abnormal.
No.
What, colour-wise?
Yeah, it's the
No,
same
mine
shade.
was about the same and just slightly less, but not much less than
Right,
that.
I'll have to go because of the cold.
Yours doesn't smell at all.
No, it doesn't.
You come in my
Mine
bathroom,
stank.
you'll know what smell means.
But it's not all grim analysis of internal gunk at the spa. The therapists know how taxing 7 days without food can be, both physically and emotionally. So today, there's a welcome deviation from the standard routine, with an outing to Evian on the shores of Lake Geneva.
Day 5 of detox can often be a tricky day because they've come through the midpoint, but they're not yet at the end. So what we chose to do, and we often do on day 5, is take them out of the detox centre, if you like, and give them a bit of a treat. Given that we're in the Alps, and given that we're close to Evian, we thought let's take them to a beautiful spa. And I think it was perfect timing for this group to have a day off.
As the surroundings suggest, the emphasis here is on seeking serenity and calm, and to that end, Amanda's prescribed individual spa treatments according to her assessment of each detoxer's needs.
Welcome to Buddha Bar Spa in Evian. Does everyone want to know what they're going to be doing? Yes. The first person is going to be Nikki. You're going to get what's called Buddha Attitude Water. It's a kind of hydrotherapy treatment, so we thought that would really work well with you and your bladder. It would be a bit symbolic as well, so let's see how that goes. Kathy, where's Kathy? You're going to get a Tibetan massage. Oh. Sounds good?
Feel it now.
Yeah. Juliet, you're going to get what's called a marma facial. And that's going to stimulate all the marma points, which will be really good for the skin.
Oh, lovely.
Will?
With everyone assigned their therapies, there's time for some to indulge in the standard tanning treatment. But first on the path to nirvana is Kathy. She'll be treated to a Tibetan massage designed to help the release of emotion and stress by invigorating the marma meridians, traditional Tibetan point of energy in the body.
So this is for the chi, for the energy.
Within the safe confines of the massage room, Kathy has no qualms removing her wig to reveal her extreme hair loss. But beyond the spa, the community nursing matron worked hard to cover up the shame and embarrassment of the alopecia affecting not only her scalp, but also her eyebrows and eyelashes.
I never ever look in the mirror and feel attractive because I have no eyebrows, I have no eyelashes. My life's a constant battle against trying to look normal as such.
Kathy's resorted to regular painful tattoo sessions to help with eyebrow and eyeline definition. But she also suffers from Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome and has some limb deformity on her right side. And the 43-year-old arrived at the spa with extremely low self-esteem over her physical abnormalities.
I don't feel worthy of anything because I'm not normal.
Holistically speaking, Kathy's mindset's an important influence on her physical well-being, and yesterday, mind detox therapist Sandy set her some goals to achieve, ideally without her wig.
So the next thing to do is to make sure that you do at least 1, 2 or 3 things over the next 3 days that the old you would never have done.
The hope is that today's nurturing massage will encourage Kathy to continue on a path of positive self-belief.
It's a very spiritual massage. It's sort of, you could almost feel the energy from his hands, and it's like a holistic massage because everything was included, and it was really good.
For a group of 7 Brits, a fortnight spent immersed in alternative health therapy in the French Alps represents the possibility of a life free from embarrassing illnesses. Today is their 5th day without solid food as they undergo a total system detoxification. And to keep them buoyant, the group is being treated to some supreme pampering at a luxurious day spa in nearby Evian.
The treatment I'm having, the wrap, will draw all the toxins out of the body. Might lose a few inches along the way.
Whether it's a detoxifying mud body wrap for severely constipated Samara or a soothing facial massage for acne sufferer Juliet, everyone's been assigned a treatment to help relax or rejuvenate them.
That's right. It was a shock.
In the Hydrotherapy quarter, the oldest member of the group is in the process of receiving a Buddha attitude water therapy, based on the traditional Korean and Japanese art of scrubbing and cleansing.
Very relaxing.
46-year-old Nicola is in dire need of relaxation. She's often very uptight and tense, thanks to the distress and pain of living with her embarrassing condition. The single mother of 2 endures severe bouts of interstitial cystitis, or IC, a chronic inflammation of the bladder lining.
You just constantly feel like you need the loo and urgently need the loo.
A trained nurse, Nicola has continued to take prescription painkillers during the detox because in a flare-up, the pain can be all-consuming.
At its worst, I would have pains in my pelvic area. Also pains up inside, like somebody's sticking a hot poker up you, basically. Not pleasant.
Although the therapists understand Nicola has a lot to deal with in terms of physical pain, they felt her almost phobic avoidance of certain foods and juices and overall attitude wasn't doing her any favours initially.
I think Nicola overall has been our most difficult detoxer. We were all not sure really if she was going to go the distance or whether she was actually going to put herself in the process, because she did admit that her highest intention was to put IC on the map, not to cure herself because she didn't believe it was possible.
But Amanda hopes Nicola may yet embrace the holistic approach, which strongly believes a negative mindset can hinder overall well-being.
I think now that she's finally really connecting her well-being with her illness being shifted, we've started to see a bit of a change, and she's much brighter than she was.
Certainly today's Buddha Attitude Hydrotherapy treatment seems to have brought Nicola to a happier place.
But it's absolutely fantastic, yeah, really relaxing.
Out at the pool, alopecia sufferer Kathy's also very chilled out. So much so that an extraordinary thing has occurred. She's quite calmly found the courage and confidence to be seen without her wig in a public place.
It's how handy, I'm doing my number 2.
I know,
I did number 1 last night, didn't I?
The thing is, it just shows off your face more, I think. Yeah, don't you think? Because you've got such nice facial structure, you know, your cheekbones and everything, it actually shows it off more.
Your wig has quite a fringe on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I'm paranoid about, because I never used to have eyebrows, but I have them tattooed now. And eyeliner tattoos.
But Kathy's not the only one turning corners. It seems IC sufferer Nicola's relaxing treatment has had an impact not just on her psyche, but also on her beleaguered bladder.
The wee I had sort of after the hot room, the steam room, was probably the best wee I've had.
A really good flow.
It was a proper wee, and it went, you know, I didn't have to sort of sit there for 10 minutes.
But you were so relaxed in there,
Yeah.
so it just shows, you know, internal organs, whether it's the colon, the bladder.
Yeah.
When we're really, really stressed and anxious, it holds.
Yeah.
Everything is tense.
Exactly.
Every organ's tense. So
And I do know I tense that bit, you know, I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so
Much
nice.
more relaxed to take.
2?
Yeah, 2. But I've actually, since you've been here, that's the first time you've said to me that you've had no pain.
Yeah.
So that's huge breakthrough.
Breakthroughs or not, it's been a positive day all round for the detoxers. And with Buddha's blessings, it's time to return to the sanctuary of their luxury alpine lodge in tranquil Léger. Back at base, Kathy is eager to share her bold move poolside with mind detox therapist Sandy.
After my treatment, I came back and I thought, oh, sod it. So I just took my hair off and my wig off and went swimming in the pool and just stayed by the pool with my wig on until we left.
And would you have done that before?
No. I wouldn't have. I'd have probably worn a really old wig and a baseball hat and been sweating under my hair.
Yeah.
And but I know I would never have contemplated. And it was an open pool. It wasn't just enclosed.
Yeah.
So people from the street could have seen.
I can't explain how happy I am for you. It's just so nice as a therapist to see the results in practice so immediate. You know, it just makes me really delighted. So thank you very much for that as well. It's a real gift.
Kathy's clearly glowing with the success of her achievement, but it seems that the group's only male detoxer isn't feeling as up as he'd like to be after the day's pampering.
No, the day's been great, but don't know, just less positive today.
More work to do?
Maybe. Yeah. I'll sleep on it.
Yeah.
If that's alright.
And as you sleep on it, let your unconscious mind bring to your awareness what you need to discuss or work on tomorrow. Yeah.
The next morning, it seems overnight Will's subconscious has given him the signal that a mind session with Sandy might help him understand where yesterday's negative niggles could have their origins.
So what do you want to take care of during our time today with?
If you can make me believe that I don't have psoriasis, or that it's going, you know, that it will be gone.
Right.
Without any doubt at all.
That might be pretty useful.
That would be pretty good.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, what do you believe to be true at the moment? Like, what is this a truth that you just know is absolute as far as you're concerned?
That this far I've never managed to get rid of it without it coming back.
Will's lapse into negativity last night was perhaps a fear that he may never conquer his condition. For nearly 10 years, the successful sound engineer has been plagued by severe psoriasis, a skin condition where excessive cells are produced, causing unsightly itchy and flaky patches.
It's funny, but I liken it to, it's like looking at a map of advancing troops and that my body's being taken over.
Since being at the spa, Will's admitted to following a somewhat hedonistic lifestyle in his 20s, with lots of alcohol and some recreational drugs featuring.
What have you had?
Cocaine. That was for a few years.
But he's also admitted to covering up constant feelings of stress.
Yeah, I've got a lot going on in my head all the time. I'm always thinking about what other people think of me, and I set myself quite high goals, and I'm disappointed if I don't achieve them.
While the physical detox will help rebalance his physiological state in accordance with holistic principles, Sandy also needs to ascertain if there's an emotional root cause which might be contributing to his unsightly skin. To do this, he uses a specific questioning technique to prompt Will's subconscious.
Why your skin?
Why my skin?
Why your skin? Out of all the things that could,
Because it's my barrier, my protection. My armour.
Why is your skin creating the psoriasis? What's it trying to tell you?
That I'm not well.
You're not well?
Mm.
In what way? Like, talk to this bit of psoriasis here, right? Seriously. Just talk to it. Ask it, what does it want? What is it trying to tell you?
That I'm angry.
You're angry. Okay. What are you angry about? Ask it.
Honestly, I'm really trying.
It's okay,
but
okay.
I can't. Nothing comes.
No, something has come. It's brilliant. You said you're angry. We hadn't talked about anger yet. So we're moving on. We're moving forward.
Okay.
Fantastic. So it's angry about something. Something's irritating you. Yeah?
Yeah.
So your skin's itching. It's irritating. Yeah? So it's almost like your skin's trying to tell you, I'm irritated. And inside, I'm irritated at something. Yeah? What's irritating you?
That's a bit of a cliche, but what's come to mind is when I was bullied at school. My clearest memory of it is when even my best friend joined in and was bullying me.
And what were they bullying you about? Like, what was the theme?
Probably that I went to quite a posh school and that I had a single parent family.
And why was that a problem for them?
Because none of them did. Feels quite significant now I've said it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that was insignificant.
Pinpointing significant unhappy memories is key to releasing so-called toxic thoughts. But Sandy's not the only therapist at the spa on hand to deal with patients' emotions.
And as you breathe out, I want you to breathe out any worries or tensions that are still floating around in your head.
Inside, spiritual counsellor Natalia has IC sufferer Nicola on her massage table. With 20 years' experience in holistic healing, Natalia uses reflexology as one of her tools of emotional analysis.
And we're going to start this time with your left foot. Oh, interesting. It's quite swollen, so you've let all your inner issues come right up to the surface. That's good, isn't it? Mm. Are you feeling less anxious on the inside?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, because it feels like when I first worked on your feet not only looked little, remember the left side always looked little,
yes,
but it was very tight, like everything was all held in. Like what your needs weren't going to be met in relationships, so you might as well just hold yourself like that. Mm. So what's interesting, I'm working on your feet, they feel softer, so it feels like everything's starting to feel like it's okay to let go, and that's what you've got to carry on trusting. It's all right to let everything out.
The signs are then that yesterday's spa experience and the combined work of the therapists may at last have had an impact on Nicola's psyche.
Very grounded, madam. She has made huge leaps and bounds. She's become slightly more conscious of her response to life and what she's receiving. And my key thing with her was exploring her neediness, her demanding nature, and her need to be loved.
And with an improvement in her psyche, the therapists are hoping there's been a parallel shift with regards Nicola's chronically inflamed bladder.
And has your pain gone down at all?
In the last 2 days, it's been much better, yeah.
Because the right foot, because it's what I call your masculine foot, and it's the one that I would say faces the world. Mm. When I've worked on this foot before, because of the pain, it's like this.
Yeah.
And you can tell the pain's gone down because your foot's much more relaxed. Look at that, much more open.
Yeah.
The detoxing, I think, has been really helpful to rid itself whatever irritants that you've had in your system.
Yeah.
She's sort of starting to understand how she can use her mind to work on some of her problems, because I said that I think her mind and her body were very separate a few days ago, and I feel that they're starting to kind of connect up. So her work with Sandy and the healing work that I've been doing are starting to bridge that gap, and I think that's going to be very powerful for her.
It's looking promising for Nicola's healing then. But outside can Will access any repressed emotions which may be feeding his angry skin?
And how did you feel that day? The whole class?
Just sad, alone, upset, angry. I felt angry that even my best friend had joined in.
And why is that significant that even your best friend joined in? What did that mean?
Because he was weak.
Why was he weak?
Because he couldn't stick up for me.
So rate this then. Sad, scared and alone. Nobody sticking up for me.
10.
It's almost like you're saying, you felt sad, scared and alone because even your best friend let you down.
Yeah.
It seems to be significant that even there's no one to rely on.
Yeah.
Couldn't trust anyone at that moment in time.
Yeah.
We're so on it. We're on it.
Yeah.
It's like this root cause reason is scared right now because it knows we're on to it.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So where would you say we're at when it comes to the session and our time together today?
I feel like we're getting there. I feel like it's all coming out, but I feel like I'm getting confused.
I feel like we've done a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Your head's a bit fried.
Yeah.
Sandy knows there is value in letting things percolate in both the subconscious and conscious mind.
That's a pretty intense session, wasn't it?
7 Brits are on their 6th day without solid food as part of an intense detoxification regime in the French Alps. One that's intended to boost their body's ability to heal their respective embarrassing illnesses. And as the days have gone by, there's been plenty of fantasising about what they're missing.
You kind of feel like you need to be eating something solid, I think, don't you? I think it's all in the mind.
Garlic flatbreads, and it's like unleavened bread with garlic butter on top, and they are divine, absolutely divine. Okay.
Chocolate. Did you? Or steak and chips. Yeah. Or bacon sandwich. That's what I was thinking of.
Sizzling fajitas and curry. Just food, really. I feel like I'm going to appreciate it a lot more.
Roast dinner.
Roast beef.
With food increasingly on their minds, even yesterday's trip to a luxury day spa in Evian for some pampering treatments led to an interesting interpretation of events.
Samara was having a wrap treatment and we were all getting a bit jealous because we thought she was going to have a wrap, something with some food in it.
Did you really?
Yeah, someone said Samara's going to have a wrap and we were like, how come she's getting a wrap? I want a wrap.
But as extreme as it may seem, their time without food is a valuable education, according to Detox director Amanda.
What a detox does is draw a line under the past and allow for a much purer, cleaner future in terms of diet because their palate is cleaner, their taste buds are more vibrant, they tend to appreciate food much more. And there's nothing like having 7 days without food to make you really enjoy food in a whole new way, in a whole new dimension.
At this point, food is still only experienced in the visual dimension, as examples of what's in their juices.
We have in this juice today cucumber, apple, pear, carrot and celery.
It looks much nicer on the plate, doesn't it? Is that one it's not too bad.
It would seem the juices, although thick in nutrients, are starting to wear thin.
You must be hungry. Yeah, I am.
It will be another 40 hours before they break their famine, and there's still work to be done to ensure a complete physical clean-out.
Parasite day today. The definition of parasite is, if you look in the dictionary, it's basically something that takes without giving anything back. We all have parasites, we all have fungal, we all have bacteria that live with us. They live symbiotically alongside of us, so naturally we should keep them. Our immune system works with them and keeps them in check. But when the environment changes inside, internally, that's when they can start to grow and they can multiply. What they do, they zap our own vitality because they feed off our nutrients. What we're eating, they can grab a hold of as well.
You should really think of them as like internal hitchhikers. So they'll just hitch a ride and take what they can, and they'll just give nothing back.
The Detox team believes that many people may be suffering the ill effects of bad parasites, potentially picked up from water, undercooked food, mosquito bites, foreign travel, and even our own pets.
As much as we love them, they do give us a lot back, especially some little worms. Great. So, so where they feed and where do they breed? Now, most parasites will be in the small intestine, okay? And they eat a lot of our nutrients from there, and they love sugar, and sugar is actually absorbed from the small intestine. So the more we eat sugary foods, the more we crave it, and the more it's almost like if we have parasites, we'll crave it because they actually want that as their own feeding ground. Now, some of the more major symptoms of parasite infection is the frequent diarrhoea, lots of gas, lots of bloating, the joint and muscle discomfort. I mean, obviously these things can be something else, but if everything else has been looked at and you are still suffering with these things, we have to consider it. Anemia, because they absorb our iron, they eat and feed off iron. Sleep disturbances, and also teeth grinding. That's something, if somebody is always teeth grinding, you can think about nervous system, and the parasites have got into there. And of course, immune dysfunction, because if they're zapping us, taking our food, our immune system gets lower because we've got nothing to fight it back with. So you get frequent colds and just picking up every bug that goes around. So your immune system's not too good. So what we're doing here is trying to clean the colon. We're cleaning the area out very dramatically. And today we're going to really emphasise using garlic.
The garlic will be in their enema solution, as parasites, like vampires, are repelled by it.
It's not something to be scared of. It's just, they're just going to fall away. So it is an important part of detox, very important part. So that's why we've put it in today, because now we've cleaned away so much in the last 5 days that it's actually going to be easier to expel them. You're all looking a bit, what am I going to see? It's critters coming out day today.
And when they go inside to claim their jugs of garlic solution, the aroma is remarkably tantalising for some.
I can smell garlic bread. Yes, it's making me hungry. But that's quite perturbing considering it's an enema.
Although it's not everyone's favourite smell.
We're all going to be stinking today.
I'd just like to get all the parasites out, because I've been addicted to sugar. So I reckon there's a few in there. Little family.
And before they attack from the rear, nutritionist Karen also has an orally ingested weapon to help flush out any internal hitchhikers.
I'm just putting in here black walnut and wormwood for the parasites, so we take it internally, and the garlic's obviously going to go through colon, but this is going to go through the small intestine to help kill them off, get rid of the critters. Cheers.
The simple downing of an anti-parasite shot actually speaks volumes for progress potentially made. Kathy now has the confidence to trade her wig for a cap. And previously fearful of the effect anything new might have on her sensitive bladder, Nicola is drinking a foreign substance without a moment's hesitation. However, there's still terrain to traverse on their healing journeys, although at least by now everyone is close friends with the enema.
If I've got any parasites, I want them out. I'll be glad to get rid of them. It's not nice knowing that they're in there, especially because Karen's saying it's them being in there is kind of related to skin conditions.
It was originally her acne-ridden skin which led 40-year-old Juliet to seek out the alternative health path. But since being at the spa, it became apparent that the therapist would also have to address her strong hygiene obsession.
Everybody that knows me knows I have an issue about everything being dirty.
Do you think having a bowel movement, having a poo, whatever, is dirty?
Yeah, it is.
The anxiety about dirt will be keeping her body stressed and affecting her skin's ability to heal. So although she's struggled with some of the challenges of such an outdoor location, Juliet's always been determined to do her best to embrace the holistic way, including the enemas.
Actually doing it myself, I never thought I'd see the day. This one's going really slow. Normally it goes much quicker.
There'll be at least 2 enema assaults on any worm farms within. So if there's no surrender now for Juliet, it may yet come after her evening dose of garlic.
Let's have a look.
But fellow detoxer Kathy seems to have successfully dislodged some of her freeloaders.
It's definitely a worm.
I'm sure it wriggled when it came out.
Dead now though.
Well, no, because inside it looked like it was sort of red.
Yeah.
With sort of blood vessels or something.
Oh,
and then,
okay.
Yeah, and then it's gone brown.
Wow, okay. Well done. First one.
It's really long.
And at the now routine après enema debrief, it seems Nicola's latest colonic cleanse produced yet another toxic substance.
So it's tissue, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like a Candida.
Yeah.
That comes out like that. It's a bit more light and fluffy.
Yes,
looking.
it was
just like cotton wool type
but flat.
Flat, yeah. It sounds like Candida that you expelled there.
Candida fungi normally resides harmlessly in the body. But if the healthy bacteria in the digestive tract become seriously depleted, the Candida can proliferate there and impact on overall well-being.
Candida is notoriously difficult to get out the system, but what a detox does is essentially it takes it out by its roots. So it's one of those things that often takes, a year sometimes to clean it and to get the body back to its healthy state. But what we've done with Nicola, because we've changed the gut ecology so much, we've managed to take out a big clump of Candida. And that does explain a lot of her other symptoms. It's definitely linked to the IC. So I think we'll see quite a big improvement in Nicola here on in because we've actually started to deal with the problem at its root.
Well done. Anything exciting, I'll show you later.
Yeah, and that was quite significant actually.
Was
that
it?
white,
Yeah,
fluffy
that's
looking
good.
stuff, yeah.
So it seems it's not just Parasite Day today. And although Samara suspected she had a whole family of intestinal worms,
Yes, do come in.
she's not managed to evict them today. But she has produced a slug-like mass that is the infamous colon plaque, the impacted waste matter the therapists believe can accumulate in the large intestine as a result of modern living.
It's a bit like when you can't pass a bowel movement properly. I still feel it's not done. But obviously I don't want to strain or anything, so yeah. But obviously it's a good measure.
Were she to strain, Samara would risk the most embarrassing side effect of her irritable bowel syndrome. Her chronic constipation may be linked to her regular severe migraines, but also to episodes of rectal prolapse, where part of her bowel drops out of her back passage.
I have to laugh because it's so awful, but it's like a sausage, if you like, that and I basically have to breathe in and pull everything back again.
Yeah, I've not had the bowel drop at all since I've been here, which I'm not surprised about because at home it was very sporadic when it happened, and it wasn't just when I was constipated, so I don't really know how that works. But I do strongly believe that by getting rid of everything in my tummy, it's relieving any pressure, which makes sense really. If you're not going to the toilet, the pressure in the bowel is pushing down, so that's why sometimes it dropped.
But at the spa, it's not just about letting go physically. For complete healing, the detox team believe everyone also needs to let go of any blocked emotions.
I thought he was the one.
I know.
And in one of her first sessions with spiritual detox therapist Natalia, Samara admitted to hanging on to the memory of a past relationship.
I still don't want to let that go. I'm still holding on.
Parallel body and mind releases are not uncommon. So today is Natalia's chance to check where Samara is on her emotional detox.
The dilemma I'm actually, you know me, I'm terribly nosy. I always see a little dilemma somewhere. The little dilemma I'm seeing is partly you having to go home, but also this coming to terms with what I call your emotional sexual past, which is just about relationships and who you were as a woman and the one that you're becoming and what you want. And I feel that those two aspects need to connect up a little bit.
I sort of feel, I don't know, obviously long term it'd be nice to have a relationship, but like that strength in me is sort of almost telling me not to.
You see, and that masculine.
So protecting myself from getting hurt again.
Yeah. She progresses really well with my treatments because she actually thinks about what is going on with her. So she thinks about her emotions, she looks at how she's reacting to things. She knows even where in her body that she's feeling the stresses or the worries or the fears.
Through her foot reading analysis, Natalia senses that Samara has in fact taken on board that she herself is ultimately responsible for her own healing and has been processing a lot on her own.
So there was a layer of that past grief that we've cleared. It was good to have the session today, because I think all the work that you've done in the last 2 or 3 days was sort of, and the thinking that you've done as well. You can tell your body needed to get that out. So you've got an open space, or like I'll call it an open slate now, that you can just kind of decide what you want to fill it with. That's lovely. So
Certainly the tears and anguish from Samara's earlier sessions are nowhere to be seen today.
A little. Yeah, no, I do. I feel fine. I feel fine. No, I am.
Yeah, I know you are. Just being so caring, kind of being so caring.
I think it's been my final session with Natalia today, and I thought that more emotion was going to come out, because when I saw her last time, I felt like there was still more to come, but it's gone. So for whatever reason, it's gone, it's past, it's buried, and I wasn't bothered about it. I just wanted to get it out, really.
With the detox process not even fully complete, perhaps Samara's already cleared enough toxic matter on all levels to be able to look forward to a much healthier future. The peaks and troughs of their French alpine environment are an apt reflection of the journey so far for 7 Brits intent on finding the cause of, and potentially the cure to, their respective embarrassing illnesses.
I mean, think about how powerful the mind is. When you have an embarrassing thought, what happens? Usually, you blush. That's a perfect example of mind-body connection.
At the spa, the approach to health is holistic. So while they're detoxing their bodies, the patients are also encouraged to explore their mental belief patterns.
We talk about these beliefs all the time, but what is a belief? How do you know something is true?
Past experience.
Past experience, You feel it, exactly. Who here remembers where they were the day the Twin Towers fell down? Yeah? Who remembers where you were on the 14th of December, 1989? You do?
I was getting married.
No way! What's the chance of that? But that's the perfect example, because that was a novel experience, yeah? And so it sticks in your brain.
Mind detox therapist Sandy's theory is that beliefs, whether positive or negative, are formed in 2 main ways: through association with a novel experience like Kathy's wedding, or repeated ones.
You walk into the living room and there's a family occasion and your mum or dad say, oh, so-and-so is the quiet one in the family, patting you on the head. And then the next week you go in and they go, oh, so-and-so is the quiet one in the family. And before you know it, you go, oh, I'm the quiet one in the family. Yeah? So through repetition and novel experiences, we can create beliefs.
Sandy's aim is to help each detoxer identify any negative mental beliefs which might be contributing to their conditions.
With Mind Detox, Sandy is able to help the person understand the root causes of what's going on in the mind. So, put simply, if somebody's got a bad habit that they can't seem to break, or a negative thought pattern that they can't seem to break, he very specifically can help them with that problem. And it's a great point in the detox when people can let go of those mental constraints over and above the physical journey.
Unfortunately, although he's let go of plenty on his physical journey...
Oh my God! That's a lot of plaque, Will. Gosh.
Some harmful mental or emotional constraints may still be hindering 31-year-old psoriasis sufferer Will's progress. So at the end of the day, Sandy is keen to revisit the school bullying incident Will recalled in a session earlier. Taunts over coming from a one-parent family reduced him to tears as a 6-year-old.
What I'm trying to get to is to why the shields come up, quite literally, to protect you. And the first word that comes to my mouth is vulnerable. That you really felt kind of open and vulnerable that day.
Yeah.
What actually happened that day?
I just remember kind of... I think every other time that it had happened, I would talk back, and this time was so overwhelming that I just completely collapsed into tears. And that was almost like they had achieved what they wanted, and so they just stood there laughing at me, kind of thing.
Take yourself to the morning of that day, and almost like you had a psychic moment, and you knew it was going to happen, and you knew you were going to cry that day.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have needed to have known then for it to be okay that you were going to cry?
That it was okay.
Because?
Because everyone does.
Absolutely. Everyone does. With the people that were doing it to you, were they willing to cry in public?
No, probably not.
Why do you think that was?
Because they felt exactly the same as me.
What?
Afraid to cry. Afraid of showing weakness.
Absolutely. And so I want you to imagine that day you went into that situation knowing that they were scared to cry, and you cried because you weren't scared to cry. Play that in your head now.
Okay.
Very good. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. I can feel it. You're like such a relief. And that's why it's never too late to have a happy childhood.
Yeah, a whole level of stress did disappear then, I think.
It did, didn't it?
I stopped wanting to run away from you.
Thank you. For someone who wants to run away, this is our third session. So.
Clearly there's been a shift within for Will, which may now help him on his quest for psoriasis-free skin. And after the final garlic enema of the day, there was a different kind of shift within. This time for acne sufferer Juliet.
Oh wow, that is a big worm.
No, it wasn't. If it wasn't alive.
Do you mind if I look?
That's just huge.
It's like a spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, but it's ribbon-like. Yeah, ribbon-like. It's just incredible. Have you seen that?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a big worm.
Whose is that?
Yeah. That was Juliet's. No longer.
Well done.